Welcome to my Middletown heritage, to where my story begins. We're standing here in front of the Middletown Historical Society. It is the foundation for my love for this great city of Middletown. Walk with me now as we make a short tour. Welcome to the first stop on our tour of where my story begins. It's on the Connecticut River, our beautiful city resource. I am so dedicated to the river development because in my early childhood, this is where I swam and played and actually grew up, just at the lower end of Dingwall Drive, which used to be College Street. And that's why my passion is here for this beautiful river and what it entails and what it will entail for our city. Standing in front of the former Middletown High School, where I graduated in 1966, this is where I formulated my Tiger Pride philosophy. The philosophy that always says and burns in my heart that always vote for what's best for our city of Middletown. Standing in front of the Armed Forces Recruiting Center reminded me that after graduating Middletown High School in 1966, I enlisted in the United States Air Force during the Vietnam War. And it was the beginning of what later would become my law enforcement career, serving as a security and law enforcement police officers for the Air Force. Standing in front of these two pieces of Middletown history, one is the bell here, which used to be housed in the City Hall where I grew up. And the fountain is where we used to drink from, and all the patrons in Main Street actually drank from while shopping on Main Street. But more importantly, and most importantly, it's where I really got interested in policing. It is in that former City Hall where the police department was. As a young child, a youth, I'd often visit the police officers in there. And you know what? They were always friendly. And to me, it just piqued my interest in law enforcement. And used to watch them march on Main Street. And I said, someday, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be a police officer for the city that I love, the city of Middletown, where I retired as the Deputy Chief of Police. Behind me is the Middletown Police Department. It's where I served our community for 33 and a half years and retired as the Deputy Chief of Police. Today, it houses one of the finest law enforcement professionals in the criminal justice law enforcement field. And I'm proud of the men and women who wear the badge that protect our community every day and improve upon its quality of life. As we pan Main Street, it reminds me as a little kid, and today is the way it used to be, but more so really culturally diverse, with all its restaurants that tempt us and satisfy our palates. But anytime you have a focal point in a community, it's that focal point that we know where we came from with all our families when we were younger growing up on Friday nights. But today, it's every night. It's what makes Middletown special. It's what makes Middletown diverse. And it's what makes Middletown our town along our journey and my journey of where it began. Putting Middletown first has always been my mantra. And when we do it in a fiscally responsible manner, as a city legislator on our common council, we do for the benefit of not only our city residents, but the taxpayers who also invest in our community. I want to thank you for taking this short It's Where My Story Began tour. And remember to vote on November 5th. Vote Row B. because we care.